God says, "Your mother who passed away has been begging to tell you something. Listen to God now, the moment you see this. She is closer than you think, and this is her message. Don't skip. I need you to hear this, and I need you to hear it now. This is not just a passing whisper or a soft nudge. This is an urgent cry wrapped in love, coming straight from heaven. Your mother has been reaching toward you, aching to speak, praying that your heart would be open just long enough to receive this. If you turn away now, you might miss what your soul has longed for in silence. Do not scroll, do not pause, because what you are about to feel is going to shift the very atmosphere around you. Comment Amen if your spirit is ready. The message is clear. She is not gone. She is not lost. She is not finished speaking into your life. What death tried to steal, God preserved. What grief tried to bury, heaven has lifted up. She has been crying out before God's throne, asking Him to reach you. Her love for you didn't end when her breath did. It has only grown louder, more radiant, more desperate to touch your life with peace, with warmth, with direction. And now, God has chosen this exact moment, right here, to let her words finally touch your heart. You've been wondering why certain thoughts come to you out of nowhere, why her name rises in your spirit without warning, why tears visit you in the quiet when no one else is watching. That's not just grief, that is heaven's signal. That is your mother's love pressing through the veil, reminding you that her voice still lives, that you are not alone, that she has watched every tear, every silent ache, every night you asked why she had to go. And now, God says, the silence is over. She wants you to know she is proud of you, not for being perfect, not for getting everything right, but for holding on, for staying soft when the world went cold, for not letting bitterness steal your heart, for loving others even when you felt unloved. She has seen your struggles, she has cried when you cried, and she wants you to know that heaven is not as far as you think. She is closer than breath, closer than a whisper. She is with God, and God is right here with you. If you believe this is for you, comment 1111 to claim this moment. The enemy has tried to convince you that you're forgotten, that no one is watching, that you're walking alone. But hear this, you are seen, you are known, and you are fiercely protected. God has stationed angels around you. His hand has been on you when you didn't even know it. You should have been lost. You should have been broken beyond repair. But you are still here, because your mother's prayers are still active, still echoing before the throne, and God has honored them. You see, death doesn't silence faith. Love rooted in Christ doesn't end, it multiplies. And your mother knew God. She walked with Him, trusted Him, and now she stands with Him, still interceding for you, still fighting for your peace, still pleading that you won't walk away from your calling, because there is a calling on your life, a divine assignment, a legacy you are meant to carry forward. And even if you don't see it clearly, heaven sees you as chosen, anointed, set apart. You might feel tired, you might feel stuck, but this is not the end of your story. You have no idea how close you are to breakthrough. The darkness you've been wrestling is a sign of how much light is coming. Your mother's message is not just comfort, it's activation. God is stirring something in your spirit right now. You can feel it. A weight is lifting. A breath is returning. That's not emotion. That's presence. That is God moving. He says you will not walk in confusion much longer. He is about to reveal things that have been hidden. He is about to align things that have felt broken. Your mother's greatest hope was never just your survival, it was your transformation. She prayed for your joy. She begged for your freedom. She believed in the promises of God over your life, even when you didn't. And God heard her. There's more you need to hear. There's more He is about to pour into your spirit. But before we go on, if this message has touched you already, if even one tear has formed, take a moment to like this video. You're not doing it for numbers. You're doing it to seal your agreement with what God is saying right now. The reason this moment is happening now is because you're ready. You weren't ready before. Your heart needed time to heal. Your mind needed time to rest. But now, your spirit is ready to receive. And when God speaks, He doesn't do it by accident. He chooses His moments with precision. And this one, it's yours. She wants you to stop punishing yourself. Stop asking what you could have done differently. Stop holding guilt that God never gave you. She says you did enough. You loved enough. You were enough. The enemy has tried to twist memory into shame, but God says no more. He is restoring your memory with truth. He is rewiring your heart to stop carrying what was never meant to stay. You have a future, and it's brighter than you imagine. You're about to step into rooms you didn't know you were qualified for. You're going to see doors open that should have remained shut, not because of you, but because of the one who walks before you. Your mother's spirit rejoices knowing you're finally about to see the goodness she always prayed you would. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have cried long enough. You've questioned long enough. Now, it's time to rise. Time to believe again. Time to stop merely surviving and begin living with purpose. Because your story didn't die with her, it grew deeper, more meaningful. And God is going to use every part of your pain as fuel for your promise. She watches with a heart full of love, now freed from all earthly pain. Her spirit rejoices every time you press forward, even when your feet are trembling. She rejoices because she knows how hard it's been. She knows what no one else knows, and she's proud of the way you keep going. God says her prayers didn't die when she did. They've taken root. Her voice, lifted in faith while she was here, has become a sound that still moves heaven. You've wondered if she hears your thoughts. She does. You've wondered if she knows how much you miss her. She knows. You've whispered to the air, to the dark, thinking maybe she'd hear. And she has. Every word, every tear, every silent moment when you just said her name in your heart, it reached her. There's something she's been begging God to show you, and that's your worth. Your real worth. Not what the world labeled you, not what others said about you, not what you started to believe when your heart got heavy, but the worth that was written on you from the beginning. You were born chosen. You were born wrapped in purpose. You were born for impact, and she saw that in you. Even when you doubted yourself, she saw it. Even when you fell short, she prayed harder. Comment 222 if you trust that this is for you. She wants you to stop running from healing. Stop pretending you're okay when you're breaking inside. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to carry the world on your shoulders. She used to tell you to rest, didn't she? She used to tell you to slow down, to breathe, to let God hold what you couldn't carry. And now she's saying it again, but this time, she's saying it through the heart of God Himself. Let Him hold what you cannot. Let Him mend what no one else can see. God says, you have not been forgotten. Heaven has watched over you like a flame that must not go out. You were preserved for such a time as this. The enemy tried to destroy you through grief, through trauma, through fear, but it didn't work. And now God is going to use every scar to shine glory. Nothing you've walked through will be wasted. Every season of sorrow is being turned into soil for your blessing. There's a moment coming, and it's soon, where things will shift, where the chaos will make sense, where the loss will no longer feel like an empty place, but a holy space. You'll begin to see signs that confirm what you're hearing now. You'll hear her favorite song on a random day. You'll smell something that brings her memory flooding back. You'll feel a peace wrap around you when no one is near. That's not coincidence. That's heaven speaking. She wants you to forgive, not just others, but yourself. The anger you've held toward yourself for not saying more, doing more, being more, it's not from God. God says you did all you could, and your love was more than enough. Your presence was her comfort. Your tears, even if hidden, were known by God. And now He's giving you peace in place of guilt, freedom in place of regret. Comment 333 to declare your faith that healing is coming. Your mother's message is also a warning, not from fear, but from love. She's asking you not to waste your days, not to delay your purpose any longer. You've been waiting, hesitating, thinking you're not ready. But heaven says you are. You've been equipped through pain. You've been trained in the dark. And now it's time to shine. There are people who will be healed by your testimony. There are lives that will be lifted by your strength. Don't underestimate what God placed inside you. Your mother knows what's coming. She sees the harvest that's about to bloom. She sees the connections being aligned, the doors being unlocked, the favor being poured out. She knows you'll be okay. But she doesn't just want okay for you. She wants overflow. She wants you to thrive, and so does your Father in heaven. God says you are under His wings. His protection has been fierce, even when you didn't notice. There were accidents you walked away from that should have taken you. There were decisions you avoided without knowing why. That wasn't luck. That was divine interference. That was your mother's intercession moving through time, shielding your life from destruction. You're not just lucky. You're loved. You're chosen. You're covered. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to be strong all the time. God is your strength. He is your rest. He is your healer. And in this very moment, He is pouring into your heart a comfort you've been missing for far too long. You've been numb, but life is returning to your soul. Hope is returning to your thoughts. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. There will be more dreams now, more encounters, more moments where you sense her near. Don't dismiss them. Don't call them coincidence. That's God reminding you that your connection was never severed, it was only shifted. What you shared with her was sacred, and what is sacred is never lost in God's kingdom. She carries your name on her lips still. She speaks life over you still, and she won't stop until she sees you walk into the fullness of your calling. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've spent so long pretending to be okay for everyone else, trying to be the strong one, hiding the weight of what you carry. But God sees through the act. He knows how deep it hurts. And now, He's saying you don't have to carry it alone anymore. This moment was not created by chance. Your mother's cries were not empty. She was never begging for herself, she was begging for you. She saw the danger in your drifting. She saw the cracks in your spirit. And her voice, from the very presence of God, has been echoing over your life, pleading for one thing, that your heart would return home. Home to God, home to healing, home to truth. Because that's where she is, And she wants you there, not someday, but now, in spirit, in heart, in wholeness. There are things you've been carrying for too long, burdens that weren't meant to stay, guilt that doesn't belong to you, shame that has no place in God's story for your life. Your mother sees it, God sees it, and they are asking you to finally let it go. To trust that your past is not your identity, to stop dragging around the pain like it defines you. God says He is doing a new thing, not a small change, a complete renewal, but it starts when you let Him in. Comment 555 if you believe restoration is near. You've been waiting for a sign, asking God to show you that she's okay, that she's with Him, that she still loves you. This is it. Right now, this is your sign. God does not speak like this unless something holy is happening. You weren't just meant to hear this, you were meant to feel it. Deep in your bones, deep in your soul. This isn't just a message, this is an encounter. This is God bringing heaven close so you can finally breathe again. You've questioned so much since she passed. Wondered if you prayed enough, loved her enough, said enough. The truth is, you did. She knew. She still knows. She carries the memory of your love with her in glory. It's not lost. And now, she wants you to stop replaying the what-ifs. Stop torturing yourself with could've and should've. None of that lives in the heart of God. All that lives there is mercy, grace, love. And that's what she has for you. God wants you to hear this next part with a quiet heart. Let it settle in you. Your life still has so much ahead. You felt stuck, maybe even forgotten, like the years are slipping by and you're not where you hoped you'd be. But God says He hasn't missed a moment. He's been preparing something that takes time. Real beauty takes time. Deep healing takes time. But now the time has come to walk forward with purpose, to stop standing still in sorrow and start living again. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk forward. She sees your kindness, how you help others, even when you're hurting, how you smile, even when you're breaking. She sees how much love you still carry in your heart, though the world hasn't always returned it. And she's proud, proud that you didn't let bitterness take root, proud that you kept believing in goodness, proud that you didn't lose yourself, even when grief tried to swallow you whole. That strength in you, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from her, and it came from God. She always wanted more for you than just survival. She wanted you to have joy again, to laugh, to dream, to feel alive. That's what she's asking God for every day. Not just for your pain to end, but for your joy to begin. That's what God wants too. And the time is coming, slowly maybe, gently, but surely. Your morning is about to break. The night has gone on long enough. There are things ahead that will blow your mind. People you haven't met yet, blessings you haven't seen yet, breakthroughs you never imagined. And every one of them is tied to the love of God and the prayers of a mother who never stopped loving you. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are seen, not only by God, but by the one who brought you into this world. You will begin to see your life differently now. The pain won't vanish, but it will lose its power. It won't own you anymore. It won't define your choices. You'll stop living in fear of more loss and start living in expectation of more grace. Because God is surrounding you. His Spirit is filling your empty places. His hand is restoring what you thought was beyond repair. There is a calling on your life. It may not look loud. It may not come with applause. But it is real. It matters. And it carries the weight of heaven behind it. Your mother saw it in you long ago, that quiet strength, that deep compassion, that hunger for meaning. She never wanted you to lose it. And now she sees that it's still there, flickering inside, waiting to rise. and she's standing beside the King of Kings, saying your name with boldness, asking for your next chapter to be stronger, brighter, and more beautiful than anything behind you. That's what's being released now. That's what heaven is stirring up for you in this very moment. You've had days where you wanted to disappear, moments you didn't think you could make it one more step, nights where the silence was so loud it crushed your spirit. But God says, look at you, still breathing, still standing. You don't realize the strength that's been moving through you. You've thought it was just your willpower, but no, it's been grace. It's been divine power holding you up when you didn't even ask for it. Your mother saw it. She saw your breaking point, and she asked God to carry you through, and He did. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now, they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is a promise being fulfilled right now, not just words in the air, but a shift in the heavens. You may not see it yet, but you'll feel it. Your steps will feel lighter. Your heart will start to hope again, even when your mind doubts. That's God moving. That's your mother's voice breaking through the noise of this world to remind you that you are not forgotten. You were never just someone who survived loss. You are someone who will rise because of it, who will shine through it. She always wanted you to believe in yourself. You remember, don't you? How she told you that you were made for more. How she believed in your dreams when others doubted them. She saw something in you, something deep, something sacred. And now, from where she is, she sees it more clearly than ever, and she wants you to see it too. To stop shrinking yourself, to stop second-guessing your worth, because in God's eyes, you've always been enough. Always. Comment 777 if you believe God is not done with you yet. There's a fire inside you that life has tried to put out, but God says, it's not gone, it's been hidden, but it's not dead. Your mother prayed for that fire to never go out. And now, the breath of God is blowing gently on the coals of your heart. You're going to feel it stir again. You're going to remember who you were before the loss, before the pain, before life got heavy. That part of you is coming back, but stronger, wiser, rooted in truth. You've carried so many unspoken things, memories you couldn't explain, emotions you didn't know how to share, but God knows every one of them. Not a single one has been missed. Every ache you thought went unnoticed was seen by heaven. Your mother felt them too, through the veil, through the spirit, and she has not stopped fighting for your healing because her love didn't stay behind. It ascended with her, and it still moves for you. Don't be afraid to live again. Don't be afraid to open your heart, to trust again, to smile without guilt. That's what she would want. That's what God wants. You were not created to live in a shell of your former self. You were created to reflect the glory of a God who heals, who restores, who brings beauty out of ashes. And yes, He will do that for you. He is already doing it. You've wondered if you'll ever feel whole again, if joy will ever come back in full, and God says yes, yes, it will. Not because you've earned it, but because you are His. Because your name is etched into His hand. Because the same God who welcomed your mother into glory is the same God walking with you now. And He has not stopped writing goodness into your life. She wants you to hear this next part with your full heart. She's okay. She's whole. She's radiant. She is not in pain. She is not lost. She is in perfect peace, surrounded by a love that never ends. And the thought of you makes her rejoice. She wants you to stop wondering if she suffered. She wants you to stop replaying those final moments. God has wiped away every tear from her eyes. She is home, and she wants you to know that you're not far from that same peace, because God brings it to you, right here, right now. Comment 999 if you feel His peace entering your heart even now. You're going to start noticing signs. Subtle, sacred reminders. You'll feel her when you least expect it. You'll hear her voice in your spirit, not just as memory, but as presence. Not because she's come back to visit, but because God is allowing heaven's love to touch earth through moments just like this. And when it happens, let your heart receive it. Don't brush it off. It's real, and it's holy. She always had dreams for your future, things she wanted to see in you. And God says those dreams are still alive. They haven't been buried. They've been planted. And now, they're starting to bloom. Slowly, but surely, with each act of courage, with each prayer you whisper, with each step forward, you are walking into the very future she believed in for you. She knew that healing takes time. She knew you'd need space to grieve, to question, to wrestle. But she's been waiting for this moment, watching from heaven, hoping that you'd finally realize the truth. She never left you. Not really. And God never stopped carrying you. There's something divine happening in your life right now, even if you can't feel it. Your season of silence is turning into a season of clarity. God is replacing the chaos with purpose. He's turning the aching space in your heart into a place of growth. What you lost didn't destroy you. It formed you. What you thought would break you, God is now using to bless you. And your mother, from her place in glory, has been interceding every step of the way. God says there's a calling on your name that cannot be cancelled. No matter how far you've wandered, no matter how long you've been numb, no matter how much you've doubted, He has never taken His hand off you. Your mother saw it in you long ago, something sacred, a light that the darkness tried to smother. And now, she's shouting before the throne of God that it's your time to rise. It's your time to walk forward in faith. The enemy thought he won when he took her voice away, but God is giving her voice back through this moment, through these words, through the Spirit speaking to your heart. Comment 1010 if you believe the enemy will not win over your story. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've tried to fill the emptiness with distractions. You've told yourself to just keep moving. But nothing truly eased the ache, did it? Nothing quieted the longing. That's because it wasn't just grief, it was spiritual. It was her love pressing on your soul, asking you not to forget, asking you not to give up, asking you to remember who you are. God allowed you to feel that ache, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Because now, He's about to fill the emptiness with His glory. There is healing that goes deeper than time, healing that only heaven can give, and right now, that healing is beginning in you. Not surface comfort, not temporary relief, but deep, holy healing. The kind that touches childhood pain, hidden wounds, unanswered prayers, the kind your mother begged God to bring to you. And because of her faith, because of her love, God is honoring that prayer now. She sees you rebuilding. She sees you waking up again. She sees you choosing light even when shadows call your name. And she rejoices. She doesn't want you to live trapped in memories. She wants you to carry her legacy, not through sadness, but through courage, through strength, through joy. She didn't leave you empty. She left you a foundation, and God is helping you build on it. Every dream you buried after she passed, God saw it. Every time you whispered, "What's the point now?" He heard it, but he also sees the ember still glowing inside of you, the part of you that still believes, still hopes, still longs for more. That is the part he's breathing life into now. That is the part your mother prayed would never die. You are not too late. You haven't missed it. Your delay was not your death. It was your preparation. And now, God is moving. Behind the scenes, he's been aligning things, changing hearts, softening the ground, making the crooked path straight, because you are about to walk into something sacred, something your mother saw in her spirit before she ever left this earth. Comment 1515 if you know God is doing something behind the scenes for you right now. You've been afraid to hope again. You've told yourself not to expect too much because you don't want to be disappointed. But God is asking you to believe again, to lift your head, to trust him. Because what he's about to do in your life is bigger than your fear, greater than your loss, stronger than your sadness. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Your mother's love did not vanish. It ascended. And from heaven, it's still covering you, still wrapping around you, still pushing back the darkness. She is part of the cloud of witnesses now, cheering you on. She sees the days ahead, the ones you're still unsure of, and she smiles because she knows you'll make it. Not just through this, but far beyond it. There will be signs, not random moments, but sacred reminders. You'll hear her laughter in unexpected ways. You'll feel her warmth in moments you least expect. And when it happens, don't brush it off. That's God letting heaven kiss earth. That's your reminder that love, real love, doesn't end. Not in death, not in time, not in distance, and certainly not in the kingdom of God. So take this moment seriously. Let it settle in your soul. Let it shift your thinking. You've been looking for answers, but what you really needed was presence. God's presence, her presence, peace. And that's what's filling the room around you right now. You may feel a tear rising. Let it fall. That's healing. That's the spirit. That's your heart, remembering it was made for more than pain. But God says, let go. Let go of that burden. Your mother didn't leave with regret. She left full of love for you. Love that didn't end. Love that didn't fade. Love that still surrounds you even now. You have carried so much weight. You've taken care of others while your own heart was unraveling. You've smiled while your soul was aching. And God says, he has counted every silent tear, every unseen effort, every piece of you that kept going when you felt like breaking. He has not overlooked you. Your mother has not stopped praying for your peace, and now God is delivering it, even now, even here. God says it's time to forgive yourself, truly, fully, finally. Your mother sees you through eyes of heaven now, eyes that are not clouded by human fear or pain. She sees you with the eyes of God. She sees who you are, not who you think you failed to be. She sees the battles you fight that no one else sees. She sees the moments when you sit in silence, when you miss her voice, when you reach for something familiar but only find emptiness. And she speaks your name in the presence of the Father. That name is still filled with promise. She didn't leave you empty. Her love is alive in you. It breathes in the way you comfort others. It shows up in the way you care deeply, how you give without needing thanks, how your heart aches for the broken. That's her legacy living through you. And God says, you're not done growing into it. You are becoming more of what she prayed for each day. Comment 1717 if you receive this legacy she left for you. There were moments she sat alone praying you'd never have to feel the pain she was feeling. And now, in this sacred space, she sees you carrying sorrow that was never meant to be yours. She doesn't want that for you. She wants you to live, really live, to love again, to laugh deeply, to chase what sets your soul on fire. She knows what joy feels like in heaven, and she longs for you to taste it here on earth. You've been faithful, even in the pain. Even when your faith wavered, you stayed. Even when prayers felt unanswered, you whispered them anyway. Even when you questioned God's plan, you didn't walk away. And that has not gone unseen. Heaven has recorded your faithfulness in moments no one clapped for. And your mother rejoices with the angels, not because you were perfect, but because you were real. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She's asking you now, not to waste time, not to keep waiting for the right moment to live. You keep thinking you'll heal later, love later, trust later. But God says, now, this moment is holy. This breath is a gift. This life is still unfolding. And if you keep holding your breath, waiting for permission to move forward, you'll miss what God is opening right in front of you. Let her voice be the one that gently pushes you forward. You've looked at others and thought they were more worthy. You've let shame tell you that what happened to you disqualified you. But God says no. He says He redeems what others discard. He restores what looks shattered. He anoints those who feel unworthy. And your mother knew that about Him. That's why she prayed for you, even when she was weak, even when her strength faded, because she knew God was the only one who could carry you where she couldn't. And He has. He's carried you farther than you realize. Through nights you don't remember. Through despair you never shared. He's been with you in the quiet, in the breaking, in the rebuilding. And now, He's ready to pour out restoration. You're not waiting for healing anymore, it has already begun. Comment Amen if you believe healing is already happening in your life. Your future is not behind you. It's not lost with her last breath. It's in front of you. And she wants you to see it clearly. To stop assuming the best is gone. To stop settling for half of what God promised. You were made to thrive. You were made to shine. You were made to walk in boldness, not because you're fearless, but because you're loved. She sees it. God sees it. Now it's time for you to see it. Let yourself believe that life still holds beauty, that not everything is behind you, that laughter can return, and when it does, you won't feel guilty. You'll feel free. That's what she wants. Not just to be remembered, but for her memory to empower you, to lift you, to anchor you when the storms come again. You are not alone. Not even now. God is surrounding you. His presence is near. His Spirit is filling your lungs again. His comfort is settling into the cracks that grief left behind. He is walking you out of the shadows into the light. Not the light of forgetting, but the light of remembering rightly, with peace, with love, with hope. Your mother's voice may be quiet now, but it still echoes in heaven. It still carries power. And it still reaches you. Every time your heart trembles, every time you feel a warmth you can't explain, Every time you dream and feel her near, that is God allowing her love to stretch across eternity, reminding you that you are still her child and you are still his. You are going to be okay, more than okay. You are going to flourish. You are going to step into rooms she prayed you'd reach. You are going to see miracles that make all the waiting worth it. And one day, when it's your time, you'll run into her arms again. And she'll say what God is saying now. I'm proud of you. You didn't give up. You finished your race. Your mother's prayers didn't stop at heaven's gates. They traveled all the way to the center of God's heart, and now He is pouring out what she asked for. Restoration for you. She watched you grow. She watched you fall. She watched you get back up. But more than anything, she saw how hard you tried, even when no one else noticed. She remembers the times you pushed through pain to make her proud. And now, from where she stands, surrounded by the glory of God, she is more proud of you than ever before. Not because you were perfect, but because you never stopped trying to love, even when it hurt. That kind of love reflects Jesus. That kind of love changes the atmosphere, and your mother sees that reflection in you. You may not feel strong right now. You may even feel like you're holding on by a thread. But God says that thread is enough. Because what's holding you isn't your own grip, it's His. You're not about to fall. You're being lifted. The season you're stepping into will not look like what you came from. It will not echo the pain that tried to shape you. It will carry the fragrance of heaven, the peace your mother longed for you to walk in. And you will walk in it, not because you're ready, but because God is ready to give it. Comment 2222. If you feel God is lifting something heavy from your soul right now, you are not invisible. You are not unheard. You are not forgotten. Every prayer you whispered through tears, every quiet plea in the middle of the night, it all reached Him. And your mother heard too. She's been present in more ways than you realize. You felt her in your dreams. You've sensed her when the room went still. Those were not memories. They were divine touches from heaven. God allowed those moments to remind you that love never dies when it's rooted in Him. You have a softness in you that the world tried to harden, but it didn't work. You still feel deeply. You still care. And that's proof that you haven't lost yourself. Your mother prayed you'd never lose that heart. She saw its beauty even when you didn't. And now God is restoring that soft heart with strength, not the strength to fake being okay, but the strength to rise healed. She remembers how your voice used to light up when you were passionate about something. She remembers the curiosity in your eyes, the laughter you once let loose without hesitation. She's missed that light in you. She's been praying for it to return, and now God is reigniting what felt lost. There is nothing too far gone for Him. Not even the joy you buried. Not even the pieces of you that grief tried to erase. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She wants you to know this clearly. She's at peace. Real peace. The kind that can't be shaken. The kind that holds no pain, no fear, no regret. And because she's in the presence of the Prince of Peace, she can see your journey with holy clarity. She's not disappointed in you. She's not wondering why you haven't moved on. She understands your sorrow, and still she wants more for you. She wants you to trust again, to laugh again, to let yourself be loved without guilt. to chase dreams again, not just because they matter, but because you matter. You've lost sight of that. You've convinced yourself that your time has passed. But God says, the very fact that you're still breathing is proof that He's not done. In fact, He's just getting started. Comment 3333 if you still believe He's not finished with your story. You are going to find beauty again in the places where sorrow lived. You are going to feel warmth where coldness ruled for too long. And when it happens, don't question it. Don't wait for it to be taken. Receive it. It's an answer to a prayer she prayed years ago. She didn't just ask for your survival, she asked for your restoration, and God is honoring that now. There are things that will make sense later. You may not understand why certain things happened. You may carry questions you'll never get answers to here. But your mother sees now what she couldn't explain then, how God was still weaving purpose into the pain. One day, you'll see it too. And you'll thank Him. Not because it didn't hurt, but because even in the hurt, He never left your side. She is with Him, and He is with you. That connection is unbreakable, holy. And right now, through these words, God is letting you feel that truth again, not just know it, but feel it. You are not speaking into a void. You are being spoken to by the one who made your heart, and He is reminding you that the bond you shared with her is still alive. You will see her again. That reunion will come. But until then, you must live fully, boldly, and without shame. That is how you honor her. That is how you carry her light forward. Not by staying stuck in the past, but by allowing her love to become part of your future. A future filled with peace, joy, and a faith that cannot be shaken. And your mother, she's been closer than you realize, watching, interceding, asking God not just to comfort you, but to strengthen you. She has seen what lies ahead of you, and she's not worried. She's expectant. The strength you've had to carry your pain, do you think that came from you alone? No. That strength came from prayers spoken over you while you slept. That strength came from God's Spirit when your knees gave out. There were days when you didn't even know how you got through, how you smiled, how you woke up and faced it all again, and yet you did. Your mother saw those days, and every single one made her proud. She knows how long you've been holding your breath, waiting for the moment you could feel something again besides the dull ache of missing her. She knows you've kept moving, trying to be strong for everyone else, but inside you've wondered when it would get better. God says it's starting now. Not all at once, but slowly, steadily. He's bringing life back to places in you that felt numb. He's breathing peace into rooms where grief has lived too long. Comment 7777 if you feel God is awakening something inside you right now. She wants you to stop apologizing for how long it's taken you to heal. Stop rushing your journey just to look okay. You are not broken. You are human, and grief is not a straight path. There's no right timeline for sorrow, but what God wants you to know now is that healing is here, not the kind that forgets, but the kind that honors. The kind that says, I carry your love with me, and I choose to live again. You've grown in ways you can't even see. You're wiser now, more compassionate, more aware of what really matters. Your mother's love didn't vanish when she left. It took root in you. It softened your heart. It made you more patient with others who are hurting. That's not just grief working in you, it's legacy. It's her light living on in you. And there are still things she wants to see you do. Dreams you've placed on a shelf, parts of you you've locked away. You convinced yourself those pieces were lost with her, but God says they were only waiting for the right moment. And that moment is now. It's time to pick them back up. It's time to move forward, not because you're forced to, but because you're ready. God is opening doors in this season that grief tried to shut. Opportunities you thought were over are circling back around. Peace you thought you'd never feel again is returning. And joy, the real kind, is coming back. Not because your life is perfect, not because the pain disappeared, but because God is in it with you, because your mother's prayers are still moving through time to wrap you in grace. Comment 9999 if you believe her prayers are still protecting you. You've walked through some dark places, and maybe no one else really knows the full extent of it, but heaven does, your mother does, and not one step was wasted. God is using every part of it. The loneliness, the tears, the breakdowns. He's turning them into strength you didn't know you had. He's turning your sorrow into a story that will heal others. One day you will tell someone, I know what it's like to feel that way, but I promise, healing is real. God really does restore, and when you speak it, it won't be empty words. It will carry weight, because it came from your own valley, from the pain you endured and the peace you found on the other side. And your mother will smile from heaven, knowing her prayers helped bring that moment to life. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. She's not asking you to forget her. She's asking you to remember her rightly, not only through tears, but through courage, through joy, through the strength to keep showing up, to keep believing, to keep loving others with the tenderness she gave to you. That's how you honor her. That's how you keep her alive, not in sorrow, but in the way you live. God is making your heart whole again. Slowly, gently. He knows what grief does to a person. He knows how it cracks open the soul, how it makes everything uncertain, but he also knows how to rebuild, how to mend, how to breathe new life into places that felt dead, and he is doing it for you. Right now, this very moment. There are better days ahead. Not just easier ones, better ones. Days where your laughter will be real, where you'll look around and realize, I made it, I survived, and I'm still standing. And you won't be alone when you say it. God will be beside you, and in the spirit, your mother will be rejoicing with you. She still whispers for mercy when she senses your sorrow. She still speaks your name with love, not from a place of worry, but from a place of faith. She knows you're going to be okay, not because she hopes so, but because she sees it through the eyes of heaven. God says the time for shame is over. You've held on to guilt for things you couldn't control, things that were never your burden to bear. It has exhausted you, worn your soul down, and made you believe you are less than worthy. But your mother never wanted you to carry that, and God never asked you to. That shame is being broken right now. He is lifting it off you. You are not the failure your fear has described. You are His, loved, covered, forgiven, completely. Comment 111111 if you're ready to walk free from shame. She's seen your quiet victories. The moments you chose love when you could have chosen bitterness. The times you gave when you barely had enough for yourself. And her spirit rejoices. You've honored her not just by remembering her, but by becoming more like the love she carried. That same love is in you. It was planted deep, and now God is watering it again. You will feel that love expand. You'll feel it in the way you speak, in the way you forgive, in the way you stand tall, even when no one sees what it costs you. God says, the days of barely surviving are coming to an end. You've been surviving for too long, but He's not the God of survival, He's the God of life, and life more abundantly. He's been guarding your heart, waiting for the moment when you were ready, not just to endure, but to grow. That moment is here. Your mother prayed you wouldn't just get through life, she prayed you'd thrive. And he heard her. That's what you're stepping into now. There's a softness coming back to you, a gentleness that the world tried to harden. You were never meant to lose your tenderness. That was one of her favorite things about you, your empathy, your quiet strength, your depth. She used to say you cared more than most people could see. She was right. And that gift hasn't disappeared. God is restoring that part of you, not so you can be hurt again, but so you can love again, fully and fearlessly. You've been walking through your days like a shell of yourself, going through motions that no longer hold meaning. But that's about to change. Your heart is waking up, and with it, your joy, real joy. Not just a momentary laugh, not just a good day here and there, but a steady, burning joy that can't be shaken. That's what she wanted for you. That's what God is giving you now. Comment 1313 if you're ready for joy to live inside you again. God says you're not too late, you're not too old, you're not too broken, you're right on time for His plan. The enemy tried to convince you that you missed your moment, that the pain delayed your purpose. But what the enemy didn't know is that God was using the pain to deepen your roots. What looked like delay was preparation. What felt like silence was a setup for something greater. Your mother never doubted that you'd rise again. She saw more in you than you saw in yourself. And she carried that hope into heaven. It never died. It multiplied. And now it's surrounding you like a promise that cannot break. You are about to walk into spaces you never thought you'd enter. You're about to see the pieces come together in ways that only God could arrange. There will be days ahead where you'll feel her smile, not in memory, but in presence. She'll be near, watching, celebrating, because she'll know you made it through the hardest part. She'll know you kept going when it would have been easier to quit. And her spirit will rejoice, not just in who you are, but in who you're becoming. You have a testimony forming. You may not see the full picture yet, but your story is being written in the ink of resilience. One day, others will come to you, broken like you once were, and they will feel safe. They will find healing through your honesty, and you will look back and realize it was all worth it. Every tear, every ache, every unanswered question. It brought you here. She wants you to trust that, to believe again, not blindly, but boldly, because God has never failed you. He has carried you even when your legs gave out. He has shielded you when you didn't know you were under attack. And now, He is about to reward your endurance. Not because you earned it, but because He is good. This moment is not small, it's holy. The shift you feel in your heart right now, that's real. That's the Spirit of God, confirming every word you've heard. You are not dreaming. You are not imagining things. You are being revived. And your mother is watching it all with tears of joy in her eyes. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She has seen you on your knees, even if only in your heart. She knows how much you've tried to keep going when everything inside of you said to stop. And now she watches with awe as God begins to answer the very prayers she poured out when she was still with you. She didn't pray small prayers. She prayed bold ones. She asked God to protect you, bless you, and use you in ways no one else could imagine. And God, in His perfect timing, is saying yes. Comment 1717 if you know her prayers are being answered through your life. God says you have more strength than you think. You've spent too long focusing on what you lost, but He wants you to see what you've gained: resilience, wisdom, compassion, spiritual depth. Your mother didn't just pass something down through her words, she passed down something eternal through her spirit, and it's alive in you now. You carry more than just her memory, you carry her mantle. There are gifts inside you that are about to be awakened. You may have buried them because grief felt heavier than purpose, but God never forgot what He placed in you, and neither did she. She believed in your gifts because she knew the source of them. She saw your creativity, your kindness, your ability to touch others without even trying, and she thanked God for that. Over and over. Even in her weakest moments, she didn't ask Him for comfort for herself. She asked Him to protect you, and He has. That's why you're still here. That's why you haven't been destroyed by what tried to break you. Because her prayers built a hedge. God honored her faith. And now He's calling you to stand in it. Not in fear, not in sorrow, but in hope. You may feel like you've missed your moment, but you haven't. You may feel like the best parts of life are behind you, but they're not. God is the author of time. He restores what was stolen. He gives beauty in place of ashes, and that's what He's about to do in your life. Not just small blessings, but full circle restoration. Everything the enemy took, peace, passion, confidence, joy, is returning to you, multiplied. She wants you to receive that without hesitation. Stop questioning whether you're worthy of joy again. Stop second-guessing every good thing that comes your way. She would tell you this if she could stand beside you now. Take the blessing. Walk through the open door. Let God give you more. Comment 777 if you are ready to walk through every door God opens for you. God has seen how gently you've handled other people's pain, even while you were still healing. You haven't become cold. You haven't become bitter. And that says everything about your character. It shows the strength your mother loved so much in you. She knew you would survive, but she also prayed you'd keep your softness. And you have. In a world that constantly tries to harden people, you've stayed open. That's no small thing. That's evidence of God's presence in you. The coming days will not look like the days you've known. God is reshaping your path. He's removing people and things that can't go with you. You may feel the discomfort of change, but don't resist it. It's Him making room for the promises that are overdue. Room for the life your mother dreamed you'd have. Room for new laughter, new strength, and new connections that will bless your future. She's not watching with sorrow, she's watching with peace. And God wants you to know He is proud of how you've held on. You've questioned Him, you've been angry, you've doubted, but you never walked away, and that matters more than you know. Your faith, even when it felt weak, was never wasted. It moved heaven, it honored her, and it's opening doors now. The pain you've endured will never define you. What will define you is what comes next. The restoration, the peace, the anointing, the clarity. You're going to start waking up with purpose again. You're going to start walking with boldness again. You're going to stop looking back and start believing that there is more in front of you. God says, I will never talk to you if you skip me now. A big tragedy is coming your way. I am trying to save you. Listen to God now. Don't skip God. Stop and listen. Do not scroll past this. If you ignore this moment, you might miss the very thing that was sent to rescue you. I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you. This is not a coincidence. If your heart is beating faster, if your soul is uneasy, it's because I am reaching for you right now. You were meant to hear this, and if you walk away, something very precious might slip through your hands. This moment could save your future, your family, your soul. Comment Amen if you can feel the urgency in your spirit right now. You've cried in secret. You've wrestled with pain that no one saw. I was there. Every tear you shed, I caught it. Every night you felt alone, I stood by your side. But now you are distracted, distant, drifting. You barely pray. You scroll past the word. You silence your heart when I try to speak. And I am warning you, if you skip me now, you may silence the very voice that was keeping you from collapse. I am not angry. I am broken-hearted. You were once so close to me. You used to seek me early. You used to worship with your whole heart. But now, the world has your attention. The noise, the stress, the temptations. They've drowned me out. And I have been trying to call you back before something dark reaches your doorstep. There is a storm forming, a heavy cloud you do not yet see. I have held it back for your sake, but your disobedience weakens your covering. I am your shield, your refuge, your rock. But if you walk out from under my wings, how can I protect you from the arrows flying toward you? I'm not threatening you. I'm warning you out of love. I see what you cannot see. I know what is coming. You must come back to me now. Like this video if you can still feel God tugging on your heart and reminding you that He's not finished with you. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are still chosen. The enemy tried to convince you that I gave up on you, that your silence caused me to abandon you, but I never left. I have waited, I have watched, I have whispered. And now I am speaking loudly, not to scare you, but to shake you awake before it's too late. This is your wake-up call. You've been playing with fire, standing too close to things that will consume you. You've allowed compromise to settle into your spirit. Sin has become familiar. Conviction has become faint. You scroll past my word like it's optional, like it's casual, but it is life. It is protection. It is the light in your darkness. If you skip me now, the light will dim and the shadows will spread. Turn back to me. Do not delay. The clock is ticking, and while my grace is wide, there is a time when grace makes way for judgment. I do not want that for you. I long to cover you again. I long to restore your joy, to give you peace in the middle of your confusion. I long to pour out blessings that your hands cannot contain. But I will not force you. I will not shout over the noise you choose. Comment 1111 if you believe I am speaking directly to you right now. You say you are too broken, too lost, too far gone. That is a lie. My blood covers everything. The cross was enough. You cannot out-sin my mercy, but you can reject it. And if you keep pushing me away, there will come a moment when my voice goes silent. Not because I stop loving you, but because you will no longer hear me. You still have time. You still have breath. You still have a chance. Use it. Talk to me. Cry out. Kneel. Repent. Lift your eyes again. I will come running. Like the father waiting for the prodigal, I am standing at the gate, watching the road, praying you come home before it's too late. That tragedy you sense? It is real. That unease in your soul, that is my spirit stirring you to return. Heed it. I don't want to see you suffer. I don't want you to lose everything before you remember me again. Must it take disaster for you to value my presence? Must I let everything fall apart before you remember who holds it all together? You still have a calling. You still have a purpose. You are not just a name on the earth. You are my child. I knit you in your mother's womb. I breathed life into you. I placed gifts inside of you that this world needs. but you are letting them rot in silence. You are wasting your anointing for the sake of comfort, for distraction, for approval. Wake up. I am not a distant God. I am near. But if you keep skipping me, you will convince yourself I am no longer there. And then when the storm hits, you will panic, wondering where I went. I never left. But you will have wandered so far you won't even remember how to get back. Don't wait for that moment. Come back now. The enemy has set traps. I've seen them, and I have been rerouting your steps to keep you safe. But you've begun ignoring my nudges. You brush off conviction. You justify your sin. You laugh with what once made you weep. That is dangerous ground. You are opening doors to destruction. You are playing in the lion's den without armor. You think it won't bite until it does. I love you. I have always loved you. That's why I'm warning you. Because you mean more to me than you can imagine. I gave everything for you. And yet, you treat me like an option, like a backup plan, like a motivational idea. I am not a suggestion. I am the Savior, the King, the one who holds your life together. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted, because the path you are on is headed straight toward a fall you're not ready for. You keep telling yourself, I'll fix it later, but later is running out. You're standing on the edge, and I am stretching out my hand right now. I don't want your perfection. I want your surrender. You keep thinking you need to get it all together before you come back to me. But it's the other way around. You need to come back to me so I can help you get it all together. You cannot do this without me. You weren't created to live apart from me. I am your source, your strength, your protection. You've been trying to carry things alone that were never yours to carry. Comment 222 if you trust that I'm speaking directly to you now. There have been warnings already. You've seen things shift. Doors have closed. Relationships have faded. Peace has been hard to find. That's not just life. That's me, gently letting you feel what it's like without my covering. Not to punish you, but to show you how much you need me. I've allowed certain things to break so you'd finally look up. I've let some things fall apart so you would reach for my hand again. I do it all in love. You've prayed before. You've seen my miracles. You've tasted my goodness. But slowly, the world pulled you away. You didn't even realize it at first. The distractions came quietly. The habits crept in slowly. But now you hardly recognize your own heart. You used to weep in my presence. Now you struggle to feel anything when you pray. That's not how it's supposed to be. You were made to live close to me, and I still want you. With all your flaws, your regrets, your pain, I still want you. I haven't changed my mind about you. You've made mistakes, but I still see the purpose I placed in you. You've failed, but I still see the future I designed for you. You think it's too late. It's not. If you hear my voice right now, that means the door is still open, but don't wait. Time is not on your side. The enemy has plans too, and he won't wait to destroy you. You feel tired. You feel like you've lost your way. That's because your soul is dry. You've been feeding everything but your spirit. You pour your time into people who don't value you, into habits that numb you, into pursuits that drain you, and your spirit is starving. Come to me. I am living water. I am bread for the soul. I am rest for the weary. But you must choose me. You've stopped listening. You keep skipping past my word. You silence your conscience. You call it normal now. but you know deep down you're not all right. Something is off. That's your spirit crying out for me. Don't ignore it. That uneasiness isn't anxiety, that's conviction. And it's a gift. Because as long as you can feel conviction, you still have the chance to change. I am not just the God of blessings, I am the God of discipline. I correct those I love. And right now, I'm not scolding you, I'm pleading with you. I don't want to see you fall. I don't want tragedy to wake you up. But if that's the only way you'll hear me, then I'll allow it. Still, I'd rather save you now. I'd rather bless you now. I'd rather restore you now. Comment 333 to declare your faith that God is calling you back. There is power in my name. There is peace in my presence. There is healing in my word. Everything you need is in me. You keep searching for peace in people, in places, in things, but none of them last. None of them satisfy. That's because your soul was created to connect with me. You are not like everyone else. You are mine. You've always felt different. That's because I set you apart. You keep running from the very one who loves you most. Why? Because of shame? Because of failure? I already knew about it, and I still chose you. The cross wasn't just for the righteous. It was for the lost, the messy, the broken. It was for you. You say you're not worthy. I say you're worth dying for. That's what I did. That's how far I went to bring you back. I need you to hear me clearly. Something is coming. I'm not saying this to stir fear. I'm saying it to prepare you. There's a shaking ahead, and if you're not rooted in me, you'll fall. But if you are near to me, nothing can shake you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No attack from the enemy will stand. My presence is your shelter. My spirit is your guide. You keep making excuses. I'm busy. I'll change later. This isn't for me. Those excuses will not save you when the storm hits. They will not heal you when you break. They will not protect you from what's ahead. Only I can do that. And I want to. But I need your yes. I need your surrender. I won't force you, but I won't stop calling you either. Because I love you that much. You were born for more than this. You were made for my glory. You were created to carry light in this dark world. But how can you shine if your heart is full of shadows? How can you lead if you refuse to follow me? I am not asking for religion. I am asking for relationship. I want your heart, your time, your attention. Not once a week, every day. You've allowed the enemy to convince you that compromise is harmless, but it's not. Sin always leads to destruction, even when it feels small, even when it feels fun. It opens doors, and once the enemy is in, he doesn't just sit quietly. He attacks your mind, your peace, your purpose. You need to shut the door. You need to come back under my covering. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I know your pain. I know what you've lost. I know how much you've been through, but what's ahead of you is greater than what's behind. If you would just come close to me, I would heal what others broke. I would restore what life stole. I would bring beauty from ashes. But you have to stop skipping me. You have to let me back in. I am here, right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. You may not get another call like this. You may not feel this pull again. That's why I'm saying, listen, hear me, return to me, before the storm hits, before the tragedy unfolds, before the moment passes. I'm still speaking, I'm still waiting, I'm still ready. I see the enemy moving, I see the temptation creeping, I see the burden building, and I am not warning you just to scare you. I am warning you because I love you. You've asked me for signs, you've cried out for direction. This is it. This is me speaking to you. Do not harden your heart, do not silence this moment. This is not just a thought, this is not just another voice. This is your Creator, trying to rescue you from something that could change everything. Do you understand? You may think you're in control, but you are standing in a spiritual war. And if you try to fight this without me, you will lose. Comment 555 if you feel the weight of this truth hitting your spirit now. I've seen you exhausted. You've been pushing, pretending, surviving. But I never asked you to live this way. I didn't design you for burnout. I designed you for breakthrough. But your breakthrough requires your obedience. You want miracles, but you keep walking in rebellion. You want peace, but you keep feeding your chaos. That's not how it works. You can't keep asking me to show up in a life where you've locked me out. You cannot keep skipping me and then wonder why you feel so lost. I'm not just someone you visit when you're desperate. I am the one who created you. I am your Father, and I long to walk with you daily, not only in your lowest valley, but on your highest mountain. I want to be your joy, your strength, your peace, not just your emergency exit. Come to me now, not because you're scared, but because you're finally tired of pretending you don't need me, because you're finally tired of running from the love that never gave up on you. I know your thoughts. I know your doubts. I know how much you question your worth, but I never stopped seeing you as mine. Even when you felt worthless, I saw treasure. Even when you were covered in shame, I still saw purpose. You have made mistakes. Yes, you have fallen. But you are not a mistake. You are not too far gone. You have not ruined your chance. The cross still stands. Grace still flows. Mercy is still reaching. But you must stop delaying. You must stop pushing me aside while giving your heart to things that only hurt you. I'm not competing for your attention. I'm waiting for your return. Comment 1212 if you feel God is still calling you back with open arms. There is more for you. You were not made to settle. You were not made to carry guilt every day. You were not created to live empty and numb. But your soul can't heal in the same place that broke it. You can't keep drinking from poisoned wells and expect to be whole. You can't keep calling what is toxic normal. Let me purify you. Let me set you free. Do you remember the fire you once had? The joy in worship? The peace in prayer? That wasn't just a phase. That was me. And you can have that again, even stronger, even deeper. But first, you must let go of the things that keep pulling you away. There are people, patterns, and paths that are stealing your purpose. And I've been whispering to you to walk away, but you keep ignoring the warning. You think you'll lose something if you obey me fully. But what you will gain is far greater. Obedience unlocks blessings. Obedience opens doors no man can shut. Obedience protects you from battles you weren't meant to fight. I will never ask you to give up something unless it's holding you back from what I planned for you. Trust me, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to say, yes, I'll lead you. I'll guide you. I'll strengthen you. I'll give you wisdom when you ask. But you must take the first step. Stop trying to fix everything by yourself. Come back to the one who already made a way. Come back to the one who holds tomorrow in his hands. I am still near. My spirit still speaks. My love still covers. but I will not shout forever. There comes a time when silence falls. There comes a time when the door closes. Don't let that day come while you're still playing games with your soul. Your eternity matters. Your destiny matters. Your soul is more valuable than anything you're clinging to right now. You are not here by accident. You didn't stumble across this by chance. I planned this moment. I wrote this time into your life. Because I knew you needed one more chance. I knew you needed to hear my voice clearly again. I knew your heart was hungry, even if your mind was distracted. So here I am, calling once more. Will you come? If you say yes, I will restore what was broken. I will breathe life into what felt dead. I will pour strength into your weakness. I will fight battles you didn't even know existed. I will cover your home. I will touch your family. I will pour peace into your nights. But I need your heart, fully, not half, not occasionally, fully. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be willing. I'll meet you in the mess. I'll walk with you through the pain. I will hold you when you can't hold yourself up. But don't make me watch from a distance. Let me in. Invite me back. Not just into your Sundays, into your mornings, into your struggles, into your dreams. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I still have a future for you. I still have miracles lined up. I still have joy that will overflow. But you have to be connected to the source. Don't try to live without me. The pain you're facing isn't your destiny. It's a signal, a sign that it's time to turn back, to choose life, to choose me. I won't force you, but I'll never stop loving you. That ache in your chest, that pressure on your mind, that's the weight of living without my presence fully alive in you. You weren't made to survive in your own strength. You were made to walk in my power. Every time you felt like giving up, I stepped in. You didn't notice, but I held back attacks that would have crushed you. I shielded you from decisions that would have destroyed you. I didn't let it break you, because I still have more for you. But now, you've started to drift. You've let your heart grow cold. You've silenced the voice inside you that used to burn for me. You skipped the moments that matter most, the stillness, the surrender, the truth. Comment 777 if you know God is calling you to come back before it's too late. You used to feel me when you prayed. You used to cry when you worshipped. But lately, it all feels distant, dry, empty. That's not because I left. That's because you've let your heart wander. You've filled your ears with noise, your schedule with distractions, your heart with worry. And in the middle of it, my voice has become faint. I never stopped speaking, you just stopped listening. This is not judgment. This is grace. This is your rescue. I'm not pushing you away. I'm pulling you in. Before the darkness grows thicker, before the loneliness becomes too loud, before the enemy convinces you there's no turning back, there is always a way back with me. Always. But you have to take it now, because the longer you wait, the harder your heart becomes. And a hard heart doesn't hear me clearly. The enemy wants you comfortable in sin, numb to conviction, distracted by busyness. He doesn't need you to turn your back completely. He just wants you to stop caring. He wants you distant, lukewarm, dull in spirit. But I didn't call you to be lukewarm. I called you to shine, to walk boldly, to carry my presence in every place you step. You can't do that while holding on to what I asked you to release. You say, I'm not ready. But when will you be? There will never be a perfect time. Faith means stepping when it's uncomfortable, trusting when it's uncertain, letting go when it feels easier to hold on. I won't leave you alone in the process. I will walk every step with you. I will lift you when you stumble. I will speak when you're unsure. But I can only lead those who follow. Comment 999 if you're ready to leave behind what's been keeping you away from God. Some of you are on the edge of decisions that could change your life forever. You think they're harmless. You think you'll handle the consequences later. But what you don't see is how deeply they'll impact your spirit. Some of the things you're entertaining now are opening doors you won't be able to close without pain. I'm not trying to restrict your life. I'm trying to protect it. You pray for peace, but then run back to chaos. You pray for direction, but ignore the signs I give you. You pray for protection, but then walk straight into danger, thinking you'll be fine. My child, wake up. I'm not just here to comfort you after your mistakes. I'm here to lead you away from them before they start. But that only happens when you stay close. You've believed the lie that you can live in both worlds, that you can be partly mine and partly tied to what's not from me. But light and darkness cannot share the same space. You must choose. I want all of you, not part of you. And yes, the cost may feel high, but what I have for you is worth far more than anything you'll leave behind. My way brings life. The world's way brings death, even if it looks fun for a while. Don't be fooled by the comfort of the crowd. The crowd is lost. They celebrate what breaks my heart. They promote what destroys souls. You're not meant to fit in. You were never made to follow the world. You were made to lead, to carry my truth, to stand out in love, not blend in with sin. That's why you felt so out of place lately, because your spirit is waking up, because I'm calling you to more. You've asked me to open doors, but I'm waiting for you to close the ones that are harming you. You want new things while clinging to old chains. That's not how freedom works. I'm not going to pour my blessings into a life that won't honor me. I love you too much to reward your disobedience. But the moment you say yes, the moment you truly surrender, I will flood your life with peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to heal you. You think I'm disappointed in you, but I'm proud of how far you've come, even if you haven't told anyone how hard it's been. You think I've forgotten your prayers, but I've collected every single one. You think I don't care because I've been silent. But sometimes silence is protection. Sometimes delay is preparation. I haven't abandoned you. I'm building you. But I can't bless a version of you that won't let me in. I can't restore what you keep hiding. Bring it to me. Your doubt, your shame, your fear. Lay it all down. I already know it's there. I just want your trust. That's all I've ever wanted. Your heart. Not your perfection, not your performance, just your heart. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You've seen glimpses of my glory before, but that was only the beginning. You've seen what I can do around you. Now I want to move within you. I want to transform you, to make you unshakable, to fill you with joy, even when life gets hard. But that only happens when you stop skipping me. When you come back and stay, you will never regret choosing me. But you will regret ignoring this moment. Not because I'm punishing you, but because without me, the weight of this world will crush you. Without me, your heart will harden. Without me, peace will fade. Don't let your soul grow cold. Don't let pride keep you from returning. Don't let fear hold you back. This is the turning point. Right here, right now. You can't change yesterday. You can't control tomorrow. But you can choose today. And if you choose me, I will rebuild everything the enemy tried to ruin. I will restore years you thought were wasted. I will make the pain make sense. But first, come back. Don't scroll away. Don't close your heart again. You keep busy to distract yourself from the ache, but the moment you're alone, the silence gets heavy. That silence is where I've been waiting, not to hurt you, but to heal what you've been hiding from everyone else. You don't have to live this way anymore. You don't have to carry it alone. I am here. But you have to stop skipping me. You cannot run from your purpose forever. You know there's something bigger you were meant to do. That's why nothing else satisfies. That's why no matter how much you try to fill the emptiness, you're still searching. Because it's me you're searching for. You won't find peace in the approval of people. You won't find joy and success alone. Those things fade, but I remain. My love doesn't shift with your emotions. My presence doesn't depend on your performance. I stay, even when you wander. Comment 1010 if you're ready to return to what your soul has been aching for. Some of you are hiding. You've buried your gifts. You've silenced your voice. You've convinced yourself that someone else is more qualified. But I didn't make a mistake when I chose you. I didn't misplace your calling. I didn't give you dreams just to let them die. I gave them to you so that through your life, my light would shine. But light only shines when it's uncovered. It's time to come out of hiding. I want to use you again. You've been comparing yourself to others, measuring your worth by what they have and what you lack. That's not from me. I never told you to be like anyone else. I formed you with intention. You carry something unique, something the world needs. But comparison has robbed your confidence. Fear has locked your faith. And now you doubt if I can even use you. But I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for surrender. Just say yes. I will do the rest. You've trusted people who betrayed you. You've opened your heart to those who broke it. You've been let down so many times, you've stopped expecting anything good. But I'm not like them. I don't change my mind about you. I don't walk away when it gets hard. I don't love you only when you're strong. I love you in the middle of your mess, and I still have blessings prepared for you. But you have to stop running from the one who can actually heal you. Comment 1515 if you believe God still has a purpose for your life. There is a peace I want to give you, a peace that doesn't break when life does. A peace that holds you even when everything around you is falling apart. But you can't receive it while your heart is chained to things I've been asking you to release. There are relationships, addictions, and habits you've justified for too long, but they are pulling you further from me. They are not harmless. They are destroying you slowly. I've whispered about them. I've warned you in dreams. I've let your spirit feel uneasy, not to torment you, but to protect you. Let them go. Whatever it is, if it costs you my presence, it's too expensive. I know it hurts. I know it feels like loss. But every time you release what's not from me, I replace it with something greater. Every time you surrender what's breaking you, I give you something that will bless you. But it starts with trust. Do you trust me enough to believe I know what's best? You say you're not ready, but if you wait until you feel ready, you may never return. That's how the enemy works. He delays your obedience just long enough for destruction to catch up. He convinces you that later is safer, but it's not. Later is dangerous. Later becomes never. Right now, in this moment, is the safest time to come back to me. Because right now, grace is still available. The door is still open. I don't want to lose you to the very things I died to save you from. I paid too high a price for you to keep running back to chains. The cross wasn't a symbol, it was a sacrifice. I endured the nails, the mockery, the silence, all for you. Not for a version of you that has it all together, but for the real you. The one who sins, the one who stumbles, the one who feels like giving up. That's who I died for. That's who I rose for. And that's who I'm still fighting for. But you have to fight too. You can't keep feeding your flesh and expect your spirit to be strong. You can't ignore prayer and expect peace. You can't skip my word and expect to hear my voice. Draw near to me, not just with words, not just once a week, every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That's when I meet you deepest. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are not disqualified. No matter what the enemy tells you, no matter how many times you fell, I still choose you. I still want to use you. I still call you mine. But don't test my mercy by delaying your return. Grace is a gift, not a guarantee. You don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know how long your heart will stay soft. That's why I'm pleading with you, come now. I'm not promising life will be easy, but I am promising you won't be alone. I'm not promising you won't cry, but I promise you'll never cry without comfort. I'm not saying there won't be battles, but I will fight them with you. I will walk through the fire with you. I will cover you when arrows fly, but only if you stay near. My covering only protects what stays under it. You must abide. Return to your first love. Do you remember what it felt like when you first believed? When worship made you weep? When every word from Scripture lit a fire in your heart? You can feel that again. And even more, I want to pour out a fresh wind on your life. I want to awaken your spirit, restore your joy, reignite your faith. But I need your surrender. This is not the end of your story. This is not the chapter where you give up. This is where you turn the page. This is the moment everything changes, not because of what you can do, but because of what I already did. The cross is still enough. The blood still speaks. The grave is still empty. And my arms are still open. You've been in charge of your own steps for too long, and it's wearing you down. The weight of trying to figure it all out, to be strong for everyone, to act like everything is fine, it's not what I asked of you. I simply asked you to follow me. There's a road ahead that you cannot see yet. Twists, turns, things that would shake you to the core if you walked into them unprepared. But I already know the way. I go before you. I've already cleared the path. I've already fought the battles. But if you walk without me, you'll walk into storms without shelter, and that's what I'm trying to prevent. You think this is just a moment of inspiration, but it's so much more than that. It's a lifeline. Comment 1717 if you believe God is going ahead of you and preparing the way. You've looked for signs, confirmations, voices. You've asked, God, speak to me, and then scroll past the very words I send to rescue you. You cannot keep asking for direction and then closing your ears when I speak. This is the moment you asked for. This is the answer. Stop ignoring it. Stop brushing it off. Stop telling yourself it's not for you. I don't speak by accident, and I don't call those I'm not willing to restore. You've built walls around your heart because of past hurt. You tell yourself you're just protecting your peace, but the truth is, you've also blocked me out. I want to enter the places that are still bleeding, the ones you've locked away from everyone else. Let me in, not just into the public parts of your life, but into the hidden places, the secret struggles, the thoughts you're ashamed of, the things you wish you never did. I already know, and I still want you. I've seen you reach for things to fill the emptiness, relationships, success, entertainment, addiction. None of them healed you. None of them brought the peace you hoped for. They made the silence louder, the pain deeper. You don't need another distraction. You need a deliverer. You don't need another numbing escape. You need my presence to flood every part of you. You need to feel again, not the pain, but my love. Comment Amen if you're ready to let God into every hidden corner of your life. You're not too far gone. You're not too broken. What's ruined to you is still repairable to me. What's over to you is still in my hands. You may see ashes, but I see the foundation of something new. I make beauty from ashes. I give joy for mourning. I restore what was lost. But I do it in my time and in my way. You just have to trust me with the broken pieces. There are blessings I've kept on hold for you, not because I don't want you to have them, but because your heart wasn't ready yet. You would have mishandled what was meant to heal you. You would have ruined what I meant for good. That's why some prayers weren't answered the way you asked. That's why some doors didn't open. Not because I was being cruel, but because I was being careful. I love you too much to give you something you're not prepared to carry. The enemy has been after you for years. He's tried to steal your joy, your mind, your future. And at times, it felt like he succeeded. But look at you, you're still here. You're still breathing. You still have a chance. That's not luck. That's me. I have shielded you more times than you know. You should have been lost. You should have been destroyed. But I intervened, and I'm still intervening. Don't let my protection be in vain. You keep thinking you failed too many times, that I must be tired of forgiving you. But my grace doesn't run dry. My mercy is new every morning. What I want is not your perfection, it's your return. I want to hear your voice again. I want you to talk to me like you used to. I miss the moments when it was just me and you, no filter, no performance, just real surrender. You think you have to earn your way back into my presence. You don't. Just come. Just open your heart. Just cry out, even if all you can say is help me. I hear even the quietest whisper, and I will come rushing in. I will lift you. I will carry you. I will restore everything the enemy stole, your peace, your identity, your voice. You're not who you used to be, and that's okay. I'm building someone stronger. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Let go of what's behind you. The shame, the regret, the bitterness, it's time to release it. You keep replaying old wounds, old mistakes, but I'm not holding those over you. I already covered them with my blood. I don't see you as guilty, I see you as redeemed. I don't see you as lost, I see you as found. I don't see you as broken, I see you as whole in me. So don't look back. Don't reach for the past just because it's familiar. I'm doing something new. It may not feel comfortable at first, but it will bring you life. I'm leading you to still waters. I'm restoring your soul. I'm walking with you through the valley, and I will bring you out stronger than you've ever been. But it starts now, with your choice, with your response. Will you ignore me again? Will you scroll past the very thing your soul has been begging for? Or will you say yes? Will you return? Will you lay it all down and trust me again? I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. I'm just asking for your heart. I will do the rest. I will give you strength where you're weak. I will give you wisdom where you're confused. I will give you peace where you've only known pain. But I need your yes. I need your surrender. I need your attention, right now. So this is your moment. Don't let it slip by. Don't miss the chance to hear me clearly, to feel my presence, to walk back into everything I have for you. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. My arms are still open. It's time to stop the cycle. It's time to come fully into my presence, not halfway, not temporarily, but fully and completely. You've had moments of faith. You've prayed with tears. You've promised me change. But then life happened, and you got distracted. It's not that you don't love me. It's that you've forgotten how much I love you. If you truly understood my love, you'd never want to live a single day without it. You've let fear, shame, and disappointment speak louder than my voice. But I'm still speaking. I'm still reaching. I'm still calling you home. Comment 222 if you are ready to break the cycle and return completely to God. You're worn down because you've been trying to carry a spiritual burden with emotional strength. It won't work. You can't fight spiritual battles with carnal tools. That's why your soul feels empty. That's why even your best efforts seem to fall short. You were never meant to fight this alone. You were never meant to do life without me, and that's why I'm urging you, stop skipping me. Come back to me daily, deeply, truly. Every morning you wake up is proof I haven't given up on you. Every breath you take is another chance to turn around. Don't take it lightly. Don't waste the mercy I've placed over your life. You didn't make it through that storm because you were lucky. I carried you. I shielded you. I spoke over your life when the enemy tried to silence it. I protected what you couldn't see. And now I'm asking, will you finally walk with me again? You say you're too broken to be used, but I use broken things to show my glory. You say you're too far gone, but I leave the 99 to find the one. You say you don't know where to begin. Begin with me. I don't need you to have the answers. I don't need a perfect performance. I just need a willing heart. I can rebuild anything, but I will not force myself into a life where I'm not invited. You've started numbing yourself just to get through the day. You wake up already weary. You pretend to be strong while quietly unraveling. That's not how I created you to live. I made you for joy. I made you for rest. I made you for purpose. And I want to give all of it back to you. But your hands must be empty to receive what I want to give. Let go. Open your heart. Surrender again. Comment 333 to declare your faith that God is restoring what was lost. I know it's hard. I know the battles you face aren't small. But my power in you is greater than anything against you. I don't promise a life without pain, but I do promise to walk with you through every valley. I won't leave you to face it alone. I won't let you be destroyed by what you're facing. But you must stop running from me. You must stop pushing me to the side when I want to be at the center. You've been tempted to quit, to walk away, to give up completely. But there's still a spark left inside of you. That small ember, that's me. I've kept it alive even when everything else felt dead. I've protected the part of you that still believes. And if you give me that part, I will breathe on it. I will turn the spark into a flame again. Your passion, your purpose, your peace, it can be revived. You were not meant to stay stuck. You were not created to live in cycles of failure, shame, and regret. I created you for glory, for impact, for purpose that touches generations. But how can I use you if you keep ignoring my voice? How can I guide you if you won't listen? I'm not asking for religion, I'm asking for relationship. I want to walk with you again. I want to speak with you. I want to lead you daily. Don't miss what's ahead, because you're clinging to what's behind. The enemy wants you chained to your past. I want to pull you into your future, but your feet must move. You must take the first step. I will meet you in your weakness. I will catch you when you fall. But I cannot bless what you won't surrender. I cannot heal what you hide. Come as you are, but come now. There are things I've spoken over your life that haven't come to pass, not because I changed my mind, but because you stepped out of alignment. I want to bless you, but I will not bless disobedience. I want to open doors, but I cannot open what you keep closing with compromise. This is your moment to realign, to recalibrate, to come back under my covering before the enemy gets any closer. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I have placed angels around you. I have fought demons you never saw. I've been the reason you made it this far. And now, I want you to move forward, not barely surviving, but fully alive. But that life begins with surrender. You can't skip past my voice and expect to walk in purpose. You can't ignore my word and expect clarity. Come close, stay close, and I will do what no man can do. Let me be your refuge. When the world shakes, I am the rock. When people leave, I remain. When the pain gets too heavy, I am the strength that never fails. You've trusted in unstable things, and they've crumbled. But I do not crumble. I do not fade. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I still choose you. Don't wait for everything to fall apart to finally return. Don't let heartbreak be the only thing that drives you to me. I'll take you no matter how you come, but how much sweeter it is when you come before the pain. How much more beautiful when you return before the storm. I'm offering you shelter now. Will you walk in? I've already forgiven you. I already made a way. The price is paid. The path is open. But you must walk it. You must return. You must stop skipping the one who holds the keys to everything you're searching for. I won't beg, but I will keep loving. I won't force, but I will keep waiting. And right now, I'm here, arms open, heart full, ready to walk with you again. I have withheld things that would have destroyed you. You think I was distant, but I was defending you in the dark. You think I was silent, but I was shielding you. You don't even know all that I've stopped from reaching you. But now I'm speaking clearly. Stop skipping me before the very thing I've been holding back is allowed through. I don't want to see you fall. I don't want to watch you walk straight into destruction while pretending everything is fine. You've been numbing yourself with distractions. You've been masking emptiness with entertainment. You've replaced my voice with noise, my presence with pleasure. You've let your fire die out, and now you're cold in places that used to burn with passion. But I can bring it back. I can light up what has gone dim. If only you'll stop and listen. If only you'll open your heart again. Comment amen if you know God is the only one who can truly heal you. You've tried everything else. You've talked to friends. You've buried yourself in work. You've turned to substances, to relationships, to everything but me. And it hasn't worked. It brought temporary relief, but no lasting peace. That's because your soul cannot be healed by earthly things. It was made to be filled by me. Until you return, you'll keep searching. You'll keep running in circles. You'll keep waking up feeling empty, even when your life looks full on the outside. But I don't want you to just survive. I want you to thrive in me. I want you to live in peace, not just chase it. I want you to carry joy, not just wait for happiness. I want you to walk in your purpose, not just wonder what you were made for. You were created in my image. You were set apart from the beginning. There's nothing accidental about your life, but you've let the world bury what I placed in you, and I'm calling it back now. This world has pulled you into lies. It told you that freedom means doing whatever you want, but now you're trapped. It told you love means pleasing people, but now you're broken. It told you truth is whatever you feel, but now you're lost. I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life, and I'm still offering all of that to you freely. But it comes with a cost. You must turn back. Comment 1111 if you're choosing to walk away from the lies of the world and back into God's truth. This is more than emotion. This is eternity. You may think you'll have more time, that you can fix things later, but time is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You don't know what's ahead, but I do. That's why I'm speaking now. That's why I'm making it clear, because I love you too much to let you go on ignoring the danger just beyond your view. I've sent warnings in your spirit. I've stirred unease in your heart. That was me, trying to get your attention. Don't ignore me again. You've been through so much, and I know it feels like you've been abandoned, but I never left. I've been walking beside you every step. When you cried alone, I was there. When you thought no one understood, I did. When you almost gave up, I whispered strength into your soul. You're still standing because I was standing with you. Now I want more than to just carry you through. I want to walk with you daily, deeply, closely. I will redeem everything you lost, but first, you must let me deal with what broke you. You keep pushing it down, pretending it doesn't hurt. But healing doesn't come through pretending. It comes through surrender. Let me into the pain. Let me into the bitterness, the disappointment, the fear. I'm not afraid of your mess. I'm not discouraged by your weakness. I want your whole heart, even the shattered parts. I know you're tired of waiting. You've been praying for things that still haven't happened. But delay is not denial. Sometimes I hold things back to protect you. Sometimes I wait until you're strong enough to carry the blessing. I'm never late, and I'm never careless with your life. Trust my timing. Trust my heart. I'm not just trying to give you what you want, I'm trying to give you what's best. There are blessings with your name on them, doors that only I can open, miracles that are already in motion. But your hands must be open to receive them. You can't hold on to sin and expect me to pour out my best. You can't chase the world and walk in my purpose at the same time. Choose me. Not because you're afraid, but because you finally believe that I am better. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been settling for what's familiar, but I've prepared more. You've grown comfortable in your struggle, but I want to show you what freedom looks like. That starts with surrender. That starts with saying, God, I'm ready. I'm not asking you to fix everything. I'm asking you to come back home. I'm asking you to walk away from what's stealing your light. I'm asking you to give me a real yes. And when you do, I will flood your soul with peace. I will restore the years the enemy stole. I will give you double for your pain, joy for your mourning, strength for your weakness. But the miracle begins with a moment, and this is your moment. This is me reaching again, knocking again, asking again, will you come back? Will you stop skipping me? I've missed you. I've missed the sound of your worship. I've missed the way your heart used to lean on me. I've missed the trust you had when things didn't make sense. You've let doubt speak louder than faith, but I can rebuild your belief. I can restore your hope. I can light up your spirit again. You don't need to wait until you feel it. You just need to say yes, even through tears. This is the turning point. This is where it all changes. Not because of you, but because of me. I will do the work if you surrender. I will lead you if you follow. I will fight for you if you stay close. But I won't force you. I will never force your love. I will never demand your obedience. But I will keep calling until the day comes when my voice falls silent. Don't let that day come without returning. Don't wait for the tragedy. Don't wait for the storm. Choose me now. Let me cover you. Let me restore you. Let me lead you forward into the life I designed for you. There is still more ahead. There is still beauty to be found. There is still purpose waiting to rise in you. But it begins here, with surrender, with trust, with a heart that says, God, I'm done running. I'm not calling you out to embarrass you. I'm calling you back to embrace you. You've been through enough. Life has bruised you. People have failed you. Your own choices have hurt you, but I haven't changed. I haven't stopped loving you for even a second. I'm the one who held your heart together when it nearly broke apart. I'm the one who caught you when you almost gave up. But I can't keep healing what you won't bring to me. I can't fix what you won't surrender. Comment Amen if you're ready to come out of the distance and back into God's arms. You've said, I'll return once I'm stronger. But the strength you're waiting for will only come after you return. You've tried it your way. You've carried the weight. You've chased after things that left you empty. Now it's time to let go of pride and pick up surrender. You were never meant to do this alone. I've been waiting to carry you, but I won't wrestle the reins out of your hands. You have to hand them over.